go the back. There is a big building right there. Okay. You're gonna go up to the 3rd floor, and you go and visit the Atlantis. There is a 2 presentation, total of 12 minutes, and divided by 2. First presentation will tell you the story, how they come up with the idea to build a space shuttle that makes us work in space, bring satellites, and build International Space Station. Then the extra 5 minutes in the last presentation will be let you see the launches that NASA made in the history, and especially the first Columbia. The space shuttle went up April 12, 1981. John Young was the commander of the mission. Then finally, we'll open the door. You're gonna see the real space shuttle in front of you. Take lots of pictures right there. The highlighted in the 3rd floor, that's what you're gonna be. It's gonna be, there is a movie 10 minutes long. There is the Hubble in display right there. They tell you the story when they sent the crew with the Atlantis to fix it. When it was done in space. The Hubble is a telescope that makes us look further into the universe. So there is a story right there, 10 minutes, when they sent Atlantis. And they have lots of computers, make you understand the way the space shuttle works, main engine part in display. And if you have kids right around that area, there is a playground representing the International Space Station. Kids love that playground. Now, once you're done at the 3rd floor, you start going to the 2nd floor. There is an emergency slide. Take that emergency slide. Anybody can do that slide. It's real fun to do it. And once you're at the 1st floor, the highlighted are going to be the simulator ride. If you will look for the simulator ride, that's what it is. Atlantis building, 1st floor. Makes you feel that you go up in space. 5 minutes long is the ride. And then right across, if you wanted to go and see and visit the remaining of a challenge in Colombia we lost, there is a room, it's called Forever Remember. In 1986, going up, we lost the Challenger, and then in re-entry point, the Columbia lost the tile, and it was in 2003. So all these remaining inside this room is called Forever Remember. You can go in the inside and take a picture. It will take you an hour and a half because you want to do a little bit of everything at the Kennedy Space Center today. So let's pretend you entered that building at 12:15, 1:45. You pretty much you're done and building right there. 1:45 before 2 o'clock. I would say this is an estimate time because sometimes we don't know how many people there in the inside. So I did it so many times this tour that I'll give you an estimate time. So if you look to the left, right next to the Atlantis building, there is a memorial. Okay, the memorial of all the astronauts that lost lives. It was dedicated in 1993 and it's called the Space Mirror. It will only take you 5 minutes to go and visit. So go ahead and visit. Let's pretend you'll be there at 1:55. At 2 o'clock, you'll be right there visiting the memorial. A little bit below, big building. Those now operating those 3D IMAX movie right there. So a little bit below, there is a Journey to Mars. If you will enter that building at 2:05, 2:10, it takes only 30 minutes. There is a presentation about what we're doing in the future going to Mars. So according to the SpaceX, 30 years from now, they're gonna bring 1 million people to Mars. That's what they're trying to do. He said, Elon Musk said, if you don't have money to pay for the flight, he said, don't worry about it. You pay me later. So it means they're gonna have a colony. They're gonna work up there. So you work in Mars. It's pretty exciting. So Journey to Mars. We say 2:10 to 2:40. You will have about 15 minutes break right there. If you look across, there is the biggest shop in the property. It's called the Space Shop. It's real nice, this Space Shop, because if you go to the 2nd floor, they have a computers. If you take a picture with that computer, we'll ask for your email. once you put your email in the inside, you will be receiving a picture of you inside a spacesuit on top of the moon that you can put in a Facebook. So don't forget, space shop, right in front of Journey to Mars, second floor, computer, take a picture. Okay. Astronaut Encounter. There is a universe theater. Okay, there is an astronaut on duty
ค่อยโอเคหน่อยนะแดดไม่เยอะแล้ว
that will tell you for 45 minutes presentation will have split into 3 parts.
อะไร
First 15 minutes will tell you the story, life in space, and then show you pictures. Second presentation 15 really education. Last 15 minutes, you have an opportunity to take a picture with the astronaut and ask for an autograph.
จริงๆมีคนวาดเขาเขียนลายเซ็น
Rocket
ไว้
Garden
ซึ่งเป็นรูปลายเซ็นเขาออก
If you
เขาเขียน
look
เป็นลายเซ็นเป็นแทน
เฮ้ย
right there, there's a Rocket Gardens in
ไม่
display.
ดีอย่าขโมย
You will take the 4 o'clock because it's 3 to 3:45.
ขโมยไอเดียเขาไม่ได้
ไม่ได้ขโมยนี่ผม
There is the
ผม
astronaut
ไม่ได้เป็นผม
presentation,
วาด
and you will be right
รถใหม่ไอ้
outside
นั่นน่ะโอ้ยดอย
going to the Rocket Garden tour.
ก็ชอบเลย
เป็นคน
15
เลือก
minutes
สีผม
only.
ไงแล้วผมก็วาดแล้วไป
Tell you the history of NASA. Made history in 1949 when they launched this first modified German missile was called the Bomber 8.
อันนี้ของพี่เม
That's
ย์
an introduction.
เรียน
So you listen to that story,
เขาส่งรูปมาให้
you're gonna find one item that is not real in that garden. So you gotta listen for 15 minutes. And then right across from the Rocket Garden, there is the last building that you wanna do is called Heroes and Legends. Heroes and Legends will talk about the early astronauts. Alan Shepard was the first American in space. His mission was keep Kennedy stood in space for 15 minutes. He went right back down. He made about 10 more missions, guys, by going further up in space every time. They laid the groundwork for the Apollo. Number 1 was a disaster. The ground module caught fire and 3 astronauts died. They will also talk about John Glenn, first man that circled the Earth 3 times in an orbital flight.
ไปเมืองไทยมา
And then we'll talk about Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, John Young, and many more astronauts right there. And then we'll open the door after that 15 minutes 3D IMAX movie. And then you're going to see the Hall of Famer.
สวยไหมที่นี่นะวิวก็สวยนะ
2 more places to go and eat at the visitor complex if you prefer to eat at the visitor complex. Rocket Garden Cafe, and then we got Orbit Cafe. Now, what I'm going to do for you is, after we will arrive, and I drop you off at the NASA, okay, I'm going to meet you 15 minutes after. Well, I'll drop you off. And I'm going to give an introduction. It will only take me 5 minutes to show you the buildings. That way, once I release you that you're going to be on your own, you know what to do in the property. So I've been doing this for a while, and then I'll show you on the inside. If you're willing to wait, I'll give you a tour in the inside, and then I'll send you to the bus tour. Okay, a long time ago, Kennedy Space Center used to be called the Launch Operations Center. Changed the name after the assassination of President Kennedy. They have 140,000 acres land. Shares the property with Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. They have more than 350 different species of birds. And then we got alligators. Everything connects with the Everglades. We got about 4,000 to 5,000 alligators in the Kennedy Space Center property. In the history of the United States, they built 6 space shuttles. They were all built in Palmdale, California. Only one was not really spaceworthy, the Enterprise. Otherwise, the Atlantis, Challenger, Columbia, Endeavour, and Discovery, those are built International Space Station with the other 14 countries. The original plan from Palmdale to Cape Kennedy was to take those space shuttle with a ferry. By joking around, that's what you're going to see at the Atlantis building. They came up with the idea to put on top of a 747. To the reason they gliders, they cannot take off, but they can land anywhere. So for now, enjoy, relax, In about 20 minutes, I'll point to you the Everglades. Then once we in the property 7 to 8 miles before, I'm gonna point to you the astronaut training center. As a reminder, mission control is in Houston, Texas. They picked Florida because the weather was the best to launch missiles. Then I'm gonna point to you the vehicle assembly building, which will be 10 miles away from that point, and it looks like it's only 2 miles away. Then of course I'm gonna point to you the first item before we enter the property that is not real. So total of 2 items they have that they're not real inside this property. It's a nice display, really good. I'm happy that you're going to Kennedy Space Center today, because the reason is we are #1 in Orlando with most of the theme parks. But what you're going to do today, you're going to the real deal. That's what I call that. Because you're going to learn past, present, and future what we're doing, what NASA, SpaceX, and Boeing, they're doing together. So you're going to learn lots of stuff today. So please bring the camera with you. You can bring your own food, backpack with the food, plastic water bottle, they're okay. But especially sharp object, glass bottle, perfume, and cologne, leave it on the coach. No one is gonna touch anything. Leave it in your seat. So, and the simplest I'll drop you off one more time. 5:30, right on the dot, we will take off. So if you can come back 5 to 10 minutes before, will be greatly appreciated. So enjoy the ride, and I'll talk to you in about 15 minutes to show you the Everglades.
นี่ก็ไปดูเอเวอร์เกรดด้วยเหรออุทยานแห่งชาติเอเวอร์เกรดไอ้เคเพียบเลยดู
มา
อุทยานแห่งชาติเอเวอร์เกรด
มาเหรอ
ไอ้เคเพียบเลยงั้นจะพาเราไปดูครับ
ชอบแสงมันลงมาจากข้างบนแล้ว
เสียงอะไรอ่ะ
แสงแบบแสงแบบลงแบบมันลงมาก้อนเมฆ
ฮะ
แสงที่มันทะลุออกมาจากก้อนเมฆอะ
แสงอ๋อเขาเรียกแสงแห่งพระเจ้า Ray of God Ray of God จำไว้นั่นแหละเขาเรียกแสงจากพระเจ้าเนี่ยเลยนะเห็นไหม
เดินจะ
เนี่ยเขาเรียกแสง